Have you ever wondered how to navigate the complex maze of cross-cultural communication, especially when it comes to initiating a conversation with someone from a different culture? This is a question that has puzzled many of us. And today, we're going to delve into this fascinating topic. We're embarking on a journey into the heart of cross-cultural communication, a realm that is as challenging as it is rewarding. In this intricate dance of interaction, every step we take is a step towards understanding, connection, and mutual respect. The focus of our exploration today is Japan and Korea, two cultures rich in tradition and brimming with unique social nuances. We'll be looking specifically at how to initiate meaningful conversations with individuals from these cultures, with a subtle romantic undertone. So, whether it's the charming lady you just met at a Korean language class or the intriguing gentleman you bumped into at a Japanese art exhibition, we've got you covered. Cross-cultural communication, at its core, is about more than just language. It's about understanding social norms, respecting cultural sensitivities, and appreciating the subtle differences that make each culture unique. It's about breaking down barriers, fostering understanding, and building bridges that allow us to connect on a deeper level. But let's not forget, this isn't a one-way street. It's not just about you understanding them, but also about them understanding you. It's about creating a space where both parties feel comfortable, respected, and valued. A space where authentic connections can flourish. The challenge of cross-cultural communication is indeed a formidable one. But it's a challenge that is worth taking on, for it opens up a world of possibilities. It allows us to connect with individuals we might otherwise never have the chance to meet. It enables us to broaden our horizons, enrich our experiences, and deepen our understanding of the world. So, are you up for the challenge? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone and venture into the fascinating world of cross-cultural communication? Are you ready to unlock the secrets of initiating captivating conversations that cross cultural boundaries? Then let's journey together. So where do we start when we want to spark a conversation that transcends cultural divides? Well, diving into the art of beginning, the first step toward initiating a captivating conversation lies in understanding the cultural nuances of the other person. This understanding is a key ingredient in crafting an approach that respects and values the cultural background of the person you're engaging with, especially when that background is steeped in the rich traditions of Japan or Korea. Imagine you're standing in front of a beautiful, intricate puzzle. Each piece represents a unique aspect of a person's culture. And to truly appreciate the whole picture, you need to understand how these pieces fit together. This understanding is what allows us to break the ice in a way that is both respectful and intriguing. So how do we achieve this understanding? Well, it starts with curiosity. Be genuinely interested in learning about the other person's culture. This curiosity will drive you to seek knowledge, to ask questions, and to listen attentively to the answers. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but about how you show your genuine interest and respect for their culture. Once you've begun to understand their cultural nuances, you're ready to initiate the conversation. Here's a tip. Instead of starting with a generic question, try to open with something that shows your appreciation for their culture. It could be about a shared interest, a compliment about their traditional attire, or a curiosity about a cultural aspect you've recently learned about. This approach not only breaks the ice, but it also demonstrates your respect and appreciation for their culture. But remember, humility is key. It's perfectly okay not to know everything about their culture. In fact, admitting that you're still learning can make the conversation more authentic and engaging. It shows your willingness to learn, which in itself is an attractive quality. So there you have it. By understanding cultural nuances and approaching the conversation with curiosity, respect, and humility, you're setting the stage for a meaningful dialogue. And who knows, this could be the start of a beautiful cross-cultural connection. With these insights, you're already on your way to becoming a master of cross-cultural communication. Now that we've broken the ice, how do we keep the conversation flowing while respecting cultural nuances? Immersing ourselves in the rich tapestries of Japanese and Korean cultures is our next step. These enchanting worlds are filled with unique aspects that influence conversation, and understanding them is vital for maintaining respectful and engaging dialogues. In Japan, the art of communication is often subtle and indirect, a dance of words where what isn't said is just as important as what is. This is encapsulated in the concept of haraga, or belly talk. It's about reading between the lines, picking up on nonverbal cues and understanding the context. So when engaging in conversation, be patient, be observant, and remember sometimes silence speaks louder than words. In Korea, the language is steeped in levels of formality, reflecting the country's deep-rooted respect for hierarchy and social status. This is evident in the use of honorifics, different verb endings, and even entirely separate vocabulary sets based on the listener's rank or age. So when you speak, be mindful of your words, show respect, and you'll be met with warmth and acceptance. What's more, both cultures value modesty and humility. So, steer clear of overt self-promotion. Instead, show genuine interest in the other person's thoughts and experiences. This will demonstrate your respect for their culture and create a deeper connection. Remember, it's not about changing who you are, but rather embracing the beauty of these cultures and incorporating them into your interactions. And don't worry about making mistakes. It's the effort, the willingness to learn and adapt that truly shines through and is appreciated. So take a step back, observe, listen, and learn. Immerse yourself in these fascinating cultures. Let them guide your conversations, shaping them into experiences that are not only respectful, but also deeply engaging and authentic. Remember, understanding and embracing cultural nuances is key to fostering authentic connections. Embrace these nuances and you'll find yourself not only conversing with ease, but also building lasting, meaningful relationships across cultures. Language barriers can seem like insurmountable obstacles, but are they really? When it comes to engaging in meaningful conversations across cultures, language barriers often pop up as one of the most daunting challenges. But fear not, for as we dive into this segment, we'll explore how they can be turned into opportunities for deeper connections. Imagine you're standing at the foot of a towering mountain. It's intimidating, sure, but it's also an invitation to an adventure. Language barriers are much like that mountain. They're not there to stop you, but to challenge you, to push you towards growth and discovery. So how do you start this journey? Simple. Learn a few basic phrases. It's like acquiring the right gear for your mountain climb. Greetings, expressions of gratitude, and other simple phrases can go a long way in initiating conversations. They show your interest and respect for their culture, and believe me, that's something that resonates deeply. But what if you stumble? What if you forget the phrases you've learned? No worries, that's where nonverbal communication steps in. A smile, a nod, gestures. These are universal languages that can help convey your intentions. They're like the friendly mountain guides, helping you navigate even when you feel lost. Now let's talk about another tool in your toolkit, translation apps. In this digital age, technology is a faithful ally. Translation apps can help you understand and be understood, creating a bridge over the language divide. It's like having a map of the mountain in your hand, guiding you through unfamiliar terrains. But remember, while these tools and strategies are helpful, the most important aspect of bridging language barriers is your attitude. Patience and understanding are your most trusted companions on this journey. There will be misunderstandings, there will be awkward silences, but it's your patience and understanding that will turn these into moments of connection. It's like the steady pace you need to maintain while climbing the mountain, ensuring you don't exhaust yourself but continue moving forward. And finally, keep in mind that communication isn't just about speaking, it's about connecting. It's not about conquering the mountain, but about appreciating the journey, the views it offers, the lessons it teaches. So don't stress too much about getting every word right. Focus on the connection you're building, the bridges you're crossing. Language barriers are not walls, but bridges waiting to be crossed. So gear up, step forward, and embrace the adventure of bridging language barriers. Remember, every mountain climbed, every bridge crossed brings you closer to the heart of the culture and the people you're connecting with. That's the beauty of this journey. That's the art of bridging language barriers. In the realm of cross-cultural communication, listening often speaks louder than words. But why is that? Well, let's break it down. When we listen, we're not just hearing words. We are interpreting tone, inflection, and silence. We are observing body language, and we're picking up on the unspoken emotions that words often fail to capture. This is particularly crucial in cross-cultural communication, where language barriers can often leave us grasping for understanding. Active listening, you see, is like a bridge. It spans the gap between different languages and cultures, allowing us to connect on a deeper level. It's about fully engaging in the conversation, showing genuine interest, and responding in a way that demonstrates our understanding. Now, imagine you're engaging in a conversation with a lovely individual from Japan or Korea. You've been attentive to their words, their tone, their body language. You've shown them that you're genuinely interested in who they are, in their culture, in their experiences. This attentiveness, this active listening, it's powerful. It tells them that you respect their perspective, that you value their input, and that you're eager to understand them on a deeper level. But how can you demonstrate active listening? It's quite simple, really. You can start by maintaining eye contact, by nodding your head to show understanding, by responding with relevant comments or questions. You can also mirror their body language subtly, a technique known as mirroring that can create a sense of empathy and connection. And remember, it's not about waiting for your turn to speak, but about truly understanding what the other person is saying. So next time you're engaging in a cross-cultural conversation, remember to listen. Listen with your ears, with your eyes, with your heart. Show them that you're not just there to talk, but to understand, to learn, to connect. Because when we listen, we allow others to express themselves fully, to feel heard, to feel valued. And that, my friends, can lead to the most profound and meaningful connections. Listening attentively is the silent language of respect. And in the realm of cross-cultural communication, it's a language that can speak volumes. Trust is the cornerstone of any connection. But how do we build it across cultural divides? Trust, a seemingly simple 5-letter word, is a complex concept that forms the foundation of any relationship. It's a universal language. But when it comes to cross-cultural connections, it can feel like trying to navigate a labyrinth in the dark. Yet it's not an insurmountable challenge. With authenticity, respect, and patience, we can build trust, even with a cultural chasm between us. Authenticity is key. Nobody wants to connect with a facade. They want to connect with you, the real you. This means being genuine in your interactions, showing sincere interest in the other person, their culture, their experiences. It's about being honest, not just with them, but with yourself. Ask yourself, are you truly interested in them as an individual, or are you more captivated by the novelty of their culture? Respect is another crucial element. Respecting someone else's culture is about more than just not offending them. It's about acknowledging and appreciating their unique perspectives and experiences. It's about embracing differences, not erasing them. This respect is demonstrated through your actions, your words, and your attitude. So when you're engaging in a conversation, show that you value their input, their opinions, their beliefs. Patience, well, that's the secret ingredient. Building trust doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey often filled with missteps and misunderstandings, but each stumble is a learning opportunity, a chance to grow. So don't rush the process. Take your time, show that you're willing to stick around even when things get tough. And how do we convey genuine interest and build rapport? It's simple, really. Ask questions, listen attentively, and respond thoughtfully. Show that you're invested in the conversation, that you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. Show them that you value their time, their presence, their trust. Remember, trust is a journey, not a destination. So let's embark on this journey together, one step at a time, building bonds of trust that can withstand any cultural divide. So we've journeyed together through the art of initiating cross-cultural conversations. What are the key takeaways? As we come to the close of our exploration, let's take a moment to look back at the path we've traversed. We began with understanding the challenge of cross-cultural communication, recognizing that it's not just about speaking a different language, but about embracing a whole new perspective. We then stepped into the art of beginning, where we learned the importance of culturally sensitive approaches to break the ice. Remember, the first impression is a lasting one, so make sure it's respectful, intriguing, and captivating. Our journey then led us to the rich tapestries of Japanese and Korean cultures, where we discovered the power of embracing cultural nuances. By truly immersing ourselves in these cultures, we can ensure our interactions are not just respectful, but also resonant. Navigating the maze of language barriers was our next challenge. We found that the key lies not in perfect fluency, but in the willingness to bridge the gap, to make an effort, and to create avenues for meaningful dialogues. Next, we unveiled the essence of attentive listening. The power of active listening transcends words. It's about understanding the unsaid, reading between the lines, and making the other person feel heard. And finally, we explored the art of building bonds of trust. Authenticity is the key here. Show genuine interest, build rapport, and you'll leave an indelible mark. Throughout this journey, remember that the undercurrent of it all is respect. Respect for the individual, their culture, and their language. Because when you show respect, you're not just initiating a conversation, you're initiating a connection. With these tools in your communication arsenal, you're well on your way to forming meaningful connections that transcend cultural boundaries. Remember, the world is a beautiful mosaic of cultures, and every connection you make enriches this wonderful tapestry. So go ahead, start those conversations, and watch as they bloom into beautiful cross-cultural connections.